this is Peter Dorrington from First Camelsdale Scouts, and today we're going to make some Bannock bread, which is a trail bread that can be made from some simple dried ingredients and just adding water. So we're going to use a simple mix of 3-2-1. So we've just got some ordinary plain white flour. So we're going to use 3 handfuls, good handfuls of flour. And this is great because you can take all these ingredients with you if you're on a hike. We use 2 good handfuls of milk, dried milk powder. And then we're going to just use 1 teaspoon, not a handful, just a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to dry mix that all up first. Okay. Best if you just use one hand if you can, because this can get quite messy. It'll keep the other hand free and clean. And then we're just going to add the water very gradually. Don't add too much at once. And just mix that all in. So we're going to make a nice doughy consistency. Obviously you can increase the amount of the ingredients as required depending on how many people you're making bannock for. Okay, so I've been rolling that around and kneading that lightly for a few minutes, and now I have a nice doughy consistency, and if you haven't added too much water, you should notice it's not sticking to my hands, and that's what we're after. Okay, so you can cook that just as is, but it'll be a bit dull and boring on its own, so you can either make a sweet bannock or a savoury bannock. If you wanted to make a savoury bannock, you could put chorizo, little bits of bacon, cheese, pretty much whatever you like in, and the same for sweet. So I'm going to make a sweet one. I'm going to throw a few sultanas or raisins, whatever you've got handy, in. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in as well. I've got some light brown sugar I'm going to put in as well. Okay, just to sweeten up a little bit. And a few chocolate sprinkles, or again if you've got chocolate drops or buttons or chunks of chocolate will do. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just mix those in now. Okay, so I've mixed in my sweet ingredients, my sugar and my chocolate and my raisins, and now I'm going to put this in a pan, sort of frying pan with just a drop of oil in, just to stop it from sticking. And we need to press this out nice and thin. So try and get the pan nice and hot, and try and push the bannock out. If you have it too thick, it's not going to cook properly in the middle. So push it out. Just be careful with the hot pan. Okay, and we're just going to leave that for a few minutes to brown off. Okay, so this has had a few minutes on both sides, and we'll let that cool down for a minute, and then we'll break it and give it a go. Okay, so we've left the bread to cool for a few minutes, and now we'll give it a go. And it's traditional to break bannock bread, don't cut it, it's bad luck if you cut it. So if we break that, we should find it's cooked through. Not bad, even if I do say so myself.